Welcome to Astronomy Spotlight for September. My name is Kirk Rosberg. I'm the planetarium coordinator at the Hastings Museum. And this month we can see 4 out of the 5 visible planets, if you're willing to stay up a little late, and of course if you know where to look. The Sun, Moon, and the 5 visible planets all seem to travel along a path in the sky known as the ecliptic. And here's the ecliptic line. So this is where you'll also find the 12 constellations of the zodiac. And I'm going to turn on the art for each of these as we talk about them. And of course, we will spotlight the planets within if there are any. Right now, you can find Venus low in the west. And it is in the sunset glow for roughly 40 minutes or so after sunset. It is in the constellation of Virgo, the maiden. And at this time, and I've set the time for about September 10th, right after sunset. So it is in Virgo, the maiden, about to set in the sunset glow. Following Virgo is Libra, the scales, the last of the 12 constellations of the zodiac to be established, and the only one not created by the Babylonians. This one is a Roman constellation. There are no planets in Libra at the moment. Next we come to Scorpius, the Scorpion. And it looks like the moon is in Scorpius on the 10th of September. So the brightest star in the Scorpion is Antares, which means literally the rival of Mars. Then we come to Sagittarius, which on the 10th, very close to 9 o'clock, Sagittarius is due south. We turn on the artwork for Sagittarius the Archer. The bright stars of Sagittarius do kind of resemble a teapot shape. And of course, no planets right now. Then we come to Capricornus. Capricornus is literally the sea goat, half sea creature, half goat, which is also a very, very faint constellation. So right now, none of these constellations, with the exception of Virgo, have planets. The ringed planet Saturn is at opposition on September the 7th in the constellation of Aquarius, the water bearer. You can see Saturn is kind of almost in the stream of the water that Aquarius is pouring out. So basically this means that Saturn will rise at sunset and it will set at sunrise, very much like the full moon. And it will also be at its very brightest, about magnitude 0.5. Speaking of the moon, on September the 15th, Saturn and the waxing gibbous moon will be on opposite sides of Aquarius. Aquarius is also not a bright constellation. The moon will be in Capricornus, literally on the 15th at that time. Now, after Aquarius is the also rather faint constellation of Pisces, the fish. And if I advance the sky in time, midnight on the 15th. After Aquarius is, of course, Pisces and Aries, the ram. Now, the largest planet, Jupiter, rises before 12:30. So there we are. We're at about 2 o'clock, just so you can see it a little bit better. Jupiter shining brightly before 12:30. Currently, Jupiter is at magnitude minus 2.3, so very hard to miss. The Great Bull appears sort of a large V in the sky with the bright red star Aldebaran within the V. And to the right of Aldebaran is the beautiful Pleiades star cluster, which looks like it's sort of riding along the neck or back of the bull right now. All right, so we're at about 4 o'clock. And speaking of the color red, rising before 1:30 a.m. is the red planet Mars, at magnitude 0.6, just a little bit dimmer than Saturn. Mars is right now in the constellation of Gemini. You can see Mars there would be in the east, and there it is right there. So also Mars is not that far away from Jupiter at this particular time. Now, if you get up early in the morning, say, about 6:15 or so, as I progress the sky further, you might have a shot at seeing Mercury. Mercury is visible before the sun comes up, roughly 6:15, and that is in the boundary or within the borders of Leo the Lion. So that means basically you can see all 5 of the visible planets if you get up early or stay up extremely late. So that is Astronomy Spotlight for September. Join me again next month